Hello guys, welcome in today's episode. As usual, we're going to cover the BTC price actions. In today's episode, we're going to look into a recent trade setups which I shared via Twitter, and also we're going to cover very important on the higher time frame trade setups on the daily, 3 days, and as well as the weekly time frame. As you know, we had a weekly close last night. However, before we start, if you guys are learning and enjoying from the contents, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. Based on a lower time frame that I shared two setups recently, once the price action was at around $37,000, I was expecting that the price will go all the way up to 38 and 38,500. That we're going to take this next point of control, and as a result we changed the color. The next point of control became a daily point of control, so we can change the next point of control to daily point of control. We can do exactly the same for this one as well, daily point of control. And as we expected, this provided over 4% scalping profit. However, this was a bit risky one that I mentioned because there was a lot of heavy resistance above us, and as a result you saw a massive pump in the market. As I was saying yesterday, that as you can see via Twitter that I shared, why next point of control became daily point of control and then hit the target with a 4.5% profit. At the same time, I was saying that we have three new next point of controls, 43,000 acting as a resistance, where we might get an SFP, and then we had another support down below us. Once the price action was at around here, and then we cleared $48,000 as well, and that provided another 4% profit. And if you're doing a leverage with a 10 times 40% plus 5 times, which is a decent 20% in less than 12 hours. I want to draw your attention to this tweet which I shared via Twitter on the January 25th. I was talking about the major support held on a weekly time frame, and last night we had a nice daily close, and if we get a confirmation, which is a green one, for tonight under the daily time frame, and we may expect a bounce from here to the mid and short term. Another interesting scenario that I was talking about on the 3 days as well as the weekly time frame. And this is the chart. As you can see, we had a beautiful pin bar where we had a major support plus weekly point of control. Before we move on to the chart, if you're not following me, you can follow via Twitter at @the_magnate for the instant and market updates. Let's start looking at the daily time frame. Under the daily time frame, as soon as we got on the 24th, as you can see, this pin bar, we were expecting the confirmation. However, at the same time, the similar scenario, after we got the beautiful daily candles, I was expecting to see the same scenario on the 3 days as well as the weekly time frame. And as you can see how we held the lower line of this major support. After 50% dump from the all-time high, the major support held perfectly. And from there, as I was saying, I'm expecting that this level is supposed to hold in the coming days, but we saw nearly 30% pump in the market. Again, this was a good level for DCA if you started buying from the major support level. Now we're going to look into a 3-day chart, and I was talking about the same scenario on the 3 daily chart, that as soon as we had this green candle, I was expecting another confirmation, and that we had this confirmation, and as a result both started pushing the price towards the upside. And again, levels are the same, and 30% profit on the 3-day time frame as well. Moving on to a weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, as you can see, again, same scenario. After we had this beautiful green candle, yesterday we had a daily close with a huge, beautiful this green candle. As a result of those lower time frames, the weekly time frame pushed the price all the way up to $43,000. As I was saying in my previous videos, as long as we're going to be below $44,000, weekly time frame will remain under the consolidation. However, at the moment the weekly time frame started move out from the consolidation level, but on the lower time frame, we might see a slight pullback in the market. A daily time frame. Before we move on to important levels on the daily and lower time frames, I would like to remind you, If you guys want to learn all this technical analysis, what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8. And one-on-one intense masterclass is available, where I'm going to teach you how to become a profitable trader in the market. And it only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all. And during the course, you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. On the daily time frame, the support levels are going to be very important. $39,000 and $40,000 are going to be extremely important. However, at the same time, 43,000, 43,500 levels are going to be very important on the daily time frame as a resistance. However, after this 30% pump in the market, I'm expecting a pullback in the market to cover the CME gap that we're going to be looking into it in a minute. At the same time, daily time frame is still heavily under the bear's control and there is no need to FOMO. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, if you remember, once we hit our target level, which is long weighted $69,000, as soon as we dumped to 62,500, 300 level, initial short setup came at around 66,500. However, high probability that setup came at around 63,500, $64,000. Depends where you shorted. Average, if you're going to take 63,500 level all the way without getting an exit signal from the system that we're following, all the way up to $33,000, we saw a 47%, 50% dump in the market. However, still, if you're doing a swing trade, we don't have a solid exit signal right at this moment. And without getting an exit signal, we're profitable 33%. That's the spot. But if you shorted with it 10 times or 5 times, you do the maths for yourself. The current condition of 4-hour time frame, as soon as we broke the resistance, which is a strong resistance, it is acting as a support at the moment. This strong resistance as well as this resistance levels, all of them are acting as a support at the moment. And as you can see, we're just getting rejected right from the new daily point of control. As expected, we did printed an SFP, and at the moment I'm expecting that the price action to come all the way to this resistance, which is acting as a support at around $38,500, $39,000. I might get it all the way up to this daily point of control, which is again 38,500, where your CME gap is. At the same time, I want to see a further consolidation in the market in order to catch up with the higher time frame resistance levels. The levels are clear, play level to level, and we came to an end of this episode. And if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.